Hi everyone, welcome to today's session from Techcanvass. Myself, Kanika Kucheria, will talk on today's topic, why do we need test automation framework? Techcanvass is a renowned training institute. It offers various courses on business analysis and test automation. Let's have a look on today's agenda. First, we will understand what is test automation framework. We'll talk about the components of test automation framework, problems that we face if we do not have framework in place, how the test automation framework evolves. Then we will talk about the types of test automation framework and last, its advantages. So let's kickstart. Test automation framework defines the rules or guidelines which, when followed, benefits the test automation. It helps us to organize, structure, and maintain the test artifacts. So test automation framework means a framework to structure our test scripts. They define rules or protocols. It covers the good practices to design our test scripts in an efficient manner. It contains the set of libraries and tools that help in making the test scripts and artifacts coherent. Using test automation framework, our test scripts become more scalable, reusable, and more efficient. Now let's understand what are the different components or test artifacts that are involved in test automation. Here in the diagram, we can see AUT, which is called as application under test. It may have web elements like text box, button, checkbox, drop-down, list, etc. It also has application modules, which are nothing but specific workflows like login flow, etc. according to the business needs. The left-hand side is shown the test scripts. It is made up of different test cases. So it is depicted like TC1, TC2, and so like TCN. These test cases may need to be executed sequentially, or we may need to handpick specific test cases according to the requirement, or execute all of them in a batch. In the diagram is also shown the test data. Test data may be in form of database or an Excel sheet or a property file. This test data has valid and invalid values that are passed to the test cases. Last is shown the test reports or the test results. So in this we have screenshots, reports of past and failed test cases, the execution status which may be posted on a cloud, and it may be in any form. So how these components interact with each other, how we can efficiently modularize the test artifacts, the answer is using the test automation framework. So now let's see what problems we might face in automation testing if we do not use test automation framework. Without framework, the test cases, which may be hundreds of them, are executed sequentially. It's difficult to prioritize or define an order of execution of the test cases. We cannot define the dependencies of the test scripts. Also, we need to monitor the test results manually. We have to create the report on our own and manually share the results to stakeholders. Even on minor changes in UI, say any web elements are modified, there is a big impact on the test scripts. So the test scripts need to be modified accordingly. The test data is hardly coupled with the test scripts. So practically, the test automation is difficult to manage without any framework. So now let's see how the test automation framework evolves. First, the tester may use the record and play functionality of any tool or write basic test automation in any tool, say for example, Selenium. Then we can modularize the test cases according to the business use cases. Example, we can make some login functions, etc. Then we can isolate the test data from the test scripts. Then we can define the business keywords for different workflows and put them in an Excel sheet. And in our test automation, we'll read those Excel sheets. The next step can be we can make the environment details like URLs, etc. configurable. So we'll make a separate configuration file for them. Then we can define the ways to capture the screenshots, generate the test reports of pass and fail test cases, etc. Finally, we notify the test results to the stakeholders. So this is the roadmap of how we can evolve our test automation framework. There are different types of automation framework used in the enterprises. The different types are linear framework, module-based framework, data-driven, keyword-driven framework, behavior-driven framework, and hybrid. Each has its own advantages. We will talk about them in detail in our next video. Now let's have a look on the advantages of test automation framework. First, it helps in better debugging of test cases in case of any failures. The test scripts are reusable if we have framework in place. It makes our scripts more scalable, so we can increase the test scripts and provide better test coverage. We need not monitor manually the test results. We can generate test reports automatically. It makes the scripts easy to maintain, and so we save a lot on time and money. So this was all about test automation framework. Techcanvass provides various online and classroom-based courses on test automation framework. Thanks for watching. Keep tuned for more videos on Techcanvass. Thank you.